Hi, this is Laurece West, business voice and peak performance coach. And I'm starting a series today on how to stay calm and centered under pressure. This is really important because we want to make people really comfortable around us. And the energy that we're bringing to a situation is totally contagious. It's picked up by other people. And particularly when we're under pressure, if we exude nervousness, lack of confidence, it can really sabotage what we're trying to accomplish, whether it's just really being present in a good way for clients or prospects or people we're teaching, where we're presenting. We want people to feel very comfortable and calm and receptive to learning what we're expressing. So let's talk about breathing. One of the things that I notice a lot with singers and speakers is that under pressure, they will start holding their breath, even for tiny amounts of time, or they're not breathing enough, frequently enough, and they may do run-on sentences. The challenges with this are that our body is not getting what it needs to function well. The other thing is that people key into this. We learn and learned as children by observation. We watched our parents, we watched our teachers, and currently now we learn a lot by observing other people. If someone is nervous or stressed out, we can really pick that up because we're paying so much attention. This is all unconscious a lot. We're not saying, oh, I'm really paying attention to this person, but we're giving them our attention. And I want to remember, as someone delivering a workshop or delivering a talk or speaking with people, that my primary job is to make them feel comfortable, make them relax, because I'm so relaxed and comfortable and confident that they can feel that they trust me. The primary reason for that is so that they can relax and learn, because we can't take in information if our nervous system is stressed out. So for people to have the gift of learning easily, I need to be really calm and centered. That's what I can give other people. Because we are so observational, and one of the things I like to do with clients who have trouble with a particular skill is say, imitate me. Just don't think about it, imitate me. I will have explained it and people learn differently, but it's very easy for them to get it if I just demonstrate it and they imitate me. You just like, don't think about it, just imitate, because we naturally do that as human beings. And part of all of this is about what's called mirror neurons. We have these neurons that are basically imitating neurons. So they discovered this with monkeys. One monkey was eating a banana, and the banana part of the other monkey's brain started firing. Okay, so if I smile, then your smile center goes off and you may actually start smiling. I don't know if any of you remember these little laughing boxes. I think I had one as a teenager, or they were around, and you turn them over and there was all this laughing coming out of it, and you just would start laughing because it's hilarious. So, and you notice this, right? If someone's cracking up, it's like you just want to laugh with them. So we are so neurologically keyed into each other that if someone's nervous, I'm going to feel it, and vice versa. So our job is to get very calm and centered. The way we do that is by breathing. It gets us right into the moment. When I worked with a certain drummer for recordings, one of the things that he said he would do is just focus on his breathing. He was trying to perform at peak. And so he knew what he was doing in terms of the drumming. It was all, the skills were all there. He wanted to perform at his best artistically and also with the technique too. So he would just focus on his breathing. This is important in conversations because sometimes people plan what they're going to say and they're not really listening. And when we really focus on our breathing, we can receive what someone is saying. And being listened to is so important for all of us, being heard. When I'm talking with a client, when I'm talking with someone I'm networking with, when I'm talking to anyone, I want to be able to receive well what they're saying and be really present for them. When I breathe, I can do that. If they're upset, then when I am breathing and I'm in my body and I can focus on my heart, that will often just totally transform the situation because those heart waves go out. Apparently, they go out 50 feet when we're really in our heart. So I'm not the scientist who measured this, but they go out really far. They're some of the largest expanding waves that we have. So that can, when we're really connected, of course, someone else connects into their heart. And I've actually heard speakers that I've trained, when they're speaking from their head, I thought, oh, that's really good. That's really clever. And I was in my head. And then I said, okay, now focus on coming from your gut, coming from your heart, speaking, with love or with kindness or, with that good energy. And literally my chest started vibrating. And this is over Zoom. So it works over Zoom also. You can see, the energy is transferring right now too, right? So whether we're delivering over Zoom or we're delivering in person, our energy needs to be really calm and centered to create this space where people can learn the best and relax into it, and our natural humor will come out too. When we breathe comfortably, our body gets what it needs. Our brain gets what it needs to think. I like to explain it this way. There have been people in the world who've done hunger strikes for political reasons. It's really challenging, and they go 30 days, 60 days. I think after that, you're almost dying. Okay, so 60 days without food. People have gone 3 to 5 days without water. Again, you're very sick at 5 days, all right? But that much time. If we go 10 minutes without breathing, our brains are dead. So if we're not breathing enough, people generally breathe 16 to 18 times a minute. People who are great athletes, in great shape, breathing deeply, they'll breathe a little bit less, 12 to 14 times a minute. But for most of us, it's 16 to 18 times a minute. That is 3.3 to 3.7 times, 3.75 seconds for a one breath. So if someone's not breathing for 10 seconds or 15 seconds, it's like missing a couple of meals. And the brain goes, are we okay here? Are we going to get a breath? People who are nervous will do these run-on sentences. They won't breathe enough. I have to work with singers on this too. They're trying to go too long, not breathing comfortably. People don't notice our breathing in terms of the voice, right? So it's our job to breathe comfortably, to allow ourselves to get full breath so we can think clearly, and so that our bodies are relaxed and not going, what's going on here? And so there's that unconscious body stress from just not breathing enough and not breathing deeply enough. We think, I've got to get this out. I'm nervous. I've got to get through this. We're not breathing. So take time. I have every client do 10 minutes of prep time before the session. We greet each other and they start it, and then I call them back. And that's time where they're breathing, stretching, relaxing, and setting their intention for the session. So getting yourself into a calm space is really important for learning, for presenting, for dealing with other people who are under stress. And there are ways that you can practice this breathing. You're already doing it at night. You're breathing deeply, your body is expanding. That's the kind of breathing that we want to do quickly which takes practice. I can absolutely fill up just like that, silent here, and I have to train people to do this, where the body expands. You do this already at night, but bringing it into your day is a different thing. Most people don't do this in their day. So allowing yourself to do this big body breathing, the belly expands. I would say wake up in the mornings and notice what your body is doing and try to bring that into your day. And then try to bring it into situations when you're under pressure, and that takes practice. Then the other thing you can do if you are feeling foggy mentally, or you have really intensive focusing mental work to do, is to practice a yogic type of breathing called alternate nostril breathing. And first of all, just breathe into both nostrils and notice if one is more clear than the other. And these connect with our hemispheres of our brain. So, and there's a lot of vasculation right in here. Vessels. There are a lot of blood vessels in here that when we oxygenate in here go straight into the brain. And so what you do is you hold one nostril and inhale through the other. Hold this one and exhale out here. Inhale here. Exhale the other one. Inhale, same nostril. Exhale other. Inhale. Exhale. So the ones you exhale out of, you inhale, hold it, exhale while you're holding it, inhale, okay? And so always inhale through the one you just exhaled out of, then close it, exhale to the other one, inhale, close it, okay? Now, after you do that for a minute or two, do you have more clarity? Do you feel more clarity? Do you feel more clarity mentally? Are you breathing more easily through both nostrils? Okay, that's a really great way to focus. All of these are important to have the comfortable body breathing and prepare before anything important, an interview, a performance, a presentation, being around other people that are stressed out. Go into your body and really center so that you provide this space of calmness and confidence. You take care of other people in that way. You're fully present and can listen to them and respond in good measure. Your words will be taken in because they're keying into your calmness and they calm down. It's the kindest thing we can do for someone. And especially during any time of stress like the holidays or deadlines, you breathing well, you'll think better, you'll get things done more effectively, and people will love you for it because you're giving to them in a good way. Okay, until next time, do business, sing and speak with your heart, and let me know what you think. I'd love to hear your feedback. Take good care.